Good morning. So in the last class, we have discussed the CQI feedback modes, and in that we have studied the pre-coding CQI reporting. Today we will study the aperiodic CQI reporting. So here in the aperiodic CQI reporting, so if a user equipment receives either a DCI format 0 or a random access response grant in the subframe N. So and if the respective CQI request field is set to 1 and it is not reserved, so the user equipment shall perform the aperiodic CQI, PMI and rank indication reporting using the physical uplink shared channel in subframe N plus K. So here the values of K is specified as follows. So for the FTD mode, so K value is 4. For the TDD mode, that is uplink and downlink configuration, so we have 0. For the TDD mode, uplink and downlink configuration, so we are having 1 to 6 modes where K is shown in the below table. So this table indicates the values of the K for the TDD mode configuration, that is 0 to 6. This is the TDD mode uplink and downlink configuration. So this is the DL subframe numbers. So here if the most significant bit, that is MSB of the uplink index is set to 1 and the least significant bit, that is LSB, is set to 0 or 1. So here if the MSB of the uplink index is set to 0 and the LSB is set to 1, so K value is equal to 7. So if the MSB, if the most significant bit of the uplink index set to 1 and LSB is set to 0 or 1, so then the K value is given as in this table. So here if the MSB of the uplink index is set to 0 and the LSB is set to 1, so the K value is equal to 7. So here in the periodic CQI reporting, so there are 3 different periodic CQI feedback types. So that is wideband feedback, higher layer configuration subband feedback, and the user equipment selected subband feedback. And 5 reporting modes, that is mode 2 to 0 and mode 3 0 are for the single antenna port transmission, and open loop MIMO modes, while the mode 3 to 1 with the single PMI and mode 1 to 2 and 2 to 2 with the multiple PMI are for the closed loop MIMO modes. So in that, first we have a wideband feedback. So here for the wideband feedback, so a user equipment selects a preferred pre-coding matrix for the each subband by assuming the transmission only in band. So here for the wideband feedback, so user equipment will select the preferred pre-coding matrix for each of the subband by assuming the transmission only in that subband. So then each user equipment reports one wideband CQI value for the each code word. So each CQI value for the each code word by assuming the use of the selected pre-coding matrix in each subband. And it is also reports the selected PMI for each subband, that is the multiple PMIs are reported. So coming to the high layer configured subband feedback. So here there are 2 different reporting modes with the higher layer configured subband feedback. So in the higher layer configured subband feedback, so there are 2 different reporting modes with the higher layer configured subband feedback. that is mode 3 to 0, that is without PMI, and mode 3 to 1 with the single PMI. So here in the higher layer configured subband feedback, so the supported subband size K is the same as that of the periodic reporting. So here as a separate CQI is reported for the each subband. So this reporting type provides the finest frequency granularity, but also as the highest overhead. So here for the mode 3 to 0, so a user equipment will report one subband CQI for each of the subband together with a wideband of CQI. So here for mode 3 to 0, so user equipment will report the one subband CQI for the each subband together with the or along with the wideband CQI. So here both the wideband and subband CQI represent the channel quality for the first code word. So even when the RI is greater than 1, that is the rank indication is greater than 1. So here no PMI is reported in this mode. In that 30 mode, so there is no PMI is reported. So here for the mode 3 to 1, so here a single precoding matrix is selected. So as I earlier only told, so in the mode 3, so only single PMI is selected, 3 to 1. Precoding matrix is selected by assuming the transmission over the whole system bandwidth. So here a user equipment will report the one subband CQI value per code word for the each subband. So together with a wideband CQI value per code word by assuming the value of the single precoding matrix in all the subbands. So here a 4-bit wideband CQI is reported for each code word 0 and code word 1. So here the selecting precoding matrix is also reported. So here in the mode 3 to 1, so the selected precoding matrix also reported. So the subband CQI values for the each code word and each code word are encoded differently with respect to their respective wideband CQI using the 2 bits which are defined by, that is subband differential CQI offset level, which is equal to subband CQI index minus wideband CQI index. So next we have coming to next we have a user level user equipment selected subband feedback. So here in the user equipment selected subband feedback, so there are two different reporting modes, that is mode 2 to 0, that is without PMI, and mode 2 to 2 with multiple PMI. So earlier in the mode 3 to 1, so there are only single precoding matrix. So here in the mode 2 to 2, so with the multiple precoding matrix, that is multiple PMI. So here for the mode 2 to 0, so the user equipment will select a set of M preferred subbands of size K. So where the value of M and K are so here for the mode 2 to 0, so the user equipment will select a set of M preferred subband of size K and where the values of M and K. So here for the different system bandwidth, so the user equipment will report the one CQI value reflecting the transmission only over the M selected subbands. So here the user equipment will report only one CQI value by reflecting the transmission only over the M selected subband. So this is called the BestM method. So additionally, the user equipment will also report a wideband CQI value. So here for the mode 222, so the user equipment first jointly selects the set of the M preferred subbands of the size K and a preferred single precoding matrix. So here in the mode 222, so here the user equipment will first jointly selects the set of M preferred subbands of the size K and which is preferred a single precoding matrix. So here then it will report the one CQI value for the code word by reflecting the transmission only over the selected M preferred subbands. So together with a selected single precoding matrix. So here the user equipment will also select the precoding matrix by assuming the transmission over the whole system bandwidth. So in the mode 222, so here the user equipment will also select the precoding matrix by assuming the transmission over the whole system bandwidth. So then it reports a wideband CQI per the code word together with the selected single PMI for the whole system bandwidth. So here the CQI value for the M selected bandwidth for the each code word is encoded differently by using the 2 bits which are related to its respective wideband CQI, which is the mapping from the 2-bit differential value of the offset level. So here for all the user equipment selected feedback modes, so the user equipment shall report the position of the M selected subbands by using a combinational index R, which is defined as, so I will use the whiteboard to write the formula. Make a note of these equations. So here for the all the user equipment selected feedback modes, so the user equipment shall report the position of the M selected the subbands using a combinational index is equal to, that is summation of I is equal to 0 to capital M minus 1. That is I is equal to summation of I is equal to 0 to M capital M minus 1. So which is that is N minus Si and M minus I. So where the set of it is Si of I is equal to I is equal to 0 to m minus 1, where SI is varies between 1 and n, comma SI is less than SI plus 1. SI is less than SI plus 1. So which contains the m stored subband indices, and x and y is given as, that is matrix of xy is given as which is equal to it is xk, where x is greater than or equal to y, and for the 0, so the x is less than y. So is the external binomial coefficient resulting in a unique label, that is r not belongs to 0 comma n into m minus 1. So the number of bits to denote the positions of the m selected subbands is, so the number of bits to denote the positions of the m selected the subband, that is L is equal to, that is log of log 2 into n m. So this is about periodic CQI reporting. So next we have a precoder for the closed loop MIMO operation. So everyone clear with the aperiodic CQI reporting? Is there any doubts? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
So next we have a precoder for the closed loop MIMO operations. So here the process of in the precoder estimation of for the closed loop MIMO operations. So here the precoder estimation at the user equipment can be done based on the few different matrices. So here the most common metric is the capacity based one. So here the precoder is chosen a maximize the MIMO capacity of the effective channel, which includes the radio channel and the precoder. So here the MIMO transmission is a key technique in the LTE, which can provide a significant throughput gain, especially with the spatial multiplexing mode. So here the amount of feedback required to provide the full CSI to the E node B is large, particularly in the multi-carrier systems. So in order to mitigate the feedback issue, so the limited feedback mechanisms are used in the LTE. So here the user equipment choose the optimum rank and the precoder for the downlink transmission based on the predefined set of precoders and also known as code book. So in this case, so instead of indicating the full precoding matrix, so the user equipment only needs to indicate the index of the precoding matrix from the code book. So here the rank indication is reported by the user equipment to indicate the number of layers, that is the number of data streams used in the spatial multiplexing. So here for the closed loop MIMO mode, so that is the transmission modes, that is 4, 5 and 6. The preferred precoding matrix in the predefined codebook needs to be reported, so which is provided by the PMI. So in the precoder for the closed loop MIMO operations, so we have precoder estimation for the multi-carrier systems and precoding matrix index, that is PMI, and rank indication feedback. So here coming to the precoder estimation for the multi-carrier system. So here the precoder estimation at the user equipment can be done based on the few different matrices. So here the most common matrix is the capacity based one. So here the precoder is chosen to maximize the MIMO capacity of the effective channel. So which includes the radio channel and the precoder. So here this matrix is suited for the receiver based on the maximum likelihood detection. So for a simpler receiver, so such as the one based on the minimum mean square error, that is capacity equation. So here for the MMSC receiver, so the optimal precoder chosen such that the post MMSC and SIN are across the both the streams, which is optimized in order to achieve the maximum sum rate and throughput across the both the streams. So here in the closed loop MIMO system, so the interference is dynamic in the nature. So as the precoder used an interfacing cells change from one TTI to the next TTI. So thus the choosing the precoder is based on the instantaneous interference seen by the user equipment can lead to suboptimal performance, since the spatial characteristics of the interference can change from the time. So the precoder was chosen to the time and the precoder was applied. So here it has been shown that in such a cases, so it is better to choose the precoder based on the long-term characteristics of the interference, such as the interference variance at the receiver antenna. So here for the Lth subcarrier, so the achievable rate for the MMSC receiver is, that is denoted as, that is RL is equal to summation of K is equal to M log to the base 2 into 1 plus SIN K. So here for the health subcarrier, so the achievable rate of the MMSC receiver is given as, that is RL, which is equal to summation of small k is equal to 1 to capital M into log base 2 into 1 plus SINR K, so which is equal to, that is minus summation of K is equal to 1 to M log to the base 2 into IM plus FH into H power H HF to minus 1 K comma K, where the M is equal to 1 to 4 depending on the number of layers, and capital H and F are the channel matrix and the precoding matrix respectively. So here for the multi-carrier system, so the sum of the capacity over the subband with the n subcarriers is so for the multi-carrier system, so the sum of the sum capacity over a subband with the n subcarriers is given as, that is R sum is equal to summation of L is equal to 1 to n into RL. So here the precoder is chosen to maximize the R sum for the given subband, so that is subband PMI, or the entire bandwidth, that is a wideband PMI. So here for the multi-user MIMO mode, so the rank 1 precoder of the single user MIMO mode is applied. So the E node B schedules the two user equipments with orthogonal precoders and similar CQI level on the same radio resource. So here the two rank 1 precoders are used together to create a rank 2 precoding matrix for the two streams for two different user equipments. So coming to the next concept, so next we have a precoding matrix. Precoding matrix index, that is PMIN. Precoding matrix index, that is PMI and rank indication. feedback. So here the rank indication report is determined from the supported set of rank indication values for the corresponding E node B and to the user equipment antenna configuration. So here the value of Ri can be 1 or 2 for the 2 antenna ports and from 1 to 4 for the 4 antenna ports. So the value of Ri can be 1 or 2 for the 2 antenna ports and from 1 to 4 for the 4 antenna ports. So here the mapping between the Ri and the channel rank is taken as that is Ri mapping, that is Ri bits for bits 0. So the channel bank will be 1. So for the bit 1, so the channel rank will be 2. So for the Ri bits 0, 0, so the channel rank will be 1. So for the Ri bits 0, 1, so the channel rank will be 2. So for the Ri rank 1, 0, the channel rank will be 3. Similarly for the Ri bits 1, 1, so the channel rank will be 4. So here the user equipments need to report the rank indication or rank indication for the both closed loop and the open loop MIMO modes. So here for the closed loop spatial multiplexing, so the Ri report together with the PMI informs the E node B to select the suitable precoder for the open loop MIMO, and the Ri report supports the selection between the transmit diversity, that is rank indication is equal to 1, and the open loop multiplexing, that is rank indication is greater than 1. So only the wideband Ri reporting is supported. So that is only a single rank indication is reported for the whole bandwidth, as the subband Ri reporting provides the little performance gain. So here in the addition, as the channel rank normally changes slowly, so the reporting period for the rank indication is longer than the CQI in the periodic reporting. So here the PMI reports the channel dependent precoding matrix for the closed loop MIMO modes. So here for the 2 antenna ports, so here for the 2 antenna ports, when the Ri is equal to 1, so the PMI value of n belongs to 0, 1, 2, 3 corresponds to the code book index n, which is given in this table. So with the V is equal to 1. So when the rank indication is 2, so a PMI value of n, which belongs to 0, 1 corresponding to the code index, that is n plus 1 with the V value 2. So this is the table for the number of feedback bits for the PMI. So this is the 2 antenna ports, that is for the 2 antenna ports, so the rank indication will be 1. So for the 2 antenna port 1, so the rank indication will be 2. So the 4 antenna port will be 4. So here for the 4 antenna ports, so the PMI value of n will belongs to 0, 0, 1, 2 up to 15. So corresponding to the code book index n with the V value Ri. So here the each user equipment can be restricted to report the PMI with a subset of the predefined precoder codebook when specified by the higher layer signaling. So here the bitmap is used to specify all the precoder codebooks subset from which the user equipment can assume the E node B may be using. So here the codebook subset restriction is supported for the open loop and closed loop spatial multiplexing and multi-user MIMO and the closed loop, that is the closed loop rank is equal to 1 precoding. So here the association of bits to precoder for the different MIMO modes as given as follows. That is the open loop spatial multiplexing and closed loop spatial multiplexing and the multi-user MIMO and closed loop rank is equal to 1 precoding. So here in the open loop spatial multiplexing we have two antenna ports. So here there are 2 bits in the bit map. So that is the bit A0 is associated with the precoder for the open loop transmit diversity. And the bit A1 is associated with the precoder with index value 0 and V is equal to 2. That is the normalized index, normalized identity matrix. Coming to the 4 antenna ports in the bit map. So the bit A0 is associated with the open loop transmit diversity precoder for the 4 antenna ports. So bit AV minus 1. So where we will be 2, 3, 4, which is associated with the precoder and corresponding to the V layers and the codebook indices, that is 12, 13, 14 and 15. And these precoders for each small v will be applied cyclically to the small v vectors on the physical downlink shared channels. So here in the closed loop spatial multiplexing also we have 2 antenna port and 4 antenna ports. Coming to the 2 antenna ports, so there are 6 bits which are associated with the 6 precoders. In the precoder index with 0 and V is equal to 2. So similarly in the 4 antenna ports, there are 64 bits which are associated with all the precoders. So at last we have multi-user MIMO. So here 2 antenna port. So there are 4 bits which are associated with the precoders. So for the 4 antenna ports, so there are only 16 bits which are associated with the precoders and the value for V will be 1. So here in the periodic reporting mode, so the PMI can be either wideband or the subband, while only wideband PMI reporting is supported in the periodic reporting mode. So here in the E node B can override the PMI reported by the user equipment. So here the actual precoding matrix used may be different from the PMI, which is reported from the user equipment, and the E node B needs to send the precoding information on the physical downlink control channel, which is either indicates the actual PMI or informs the user equipment that the reported PMI is applied. So this information field is known as transmit precoding matrix indication, that is TPMI, which is contained in the DCI format 2 for the closed loop spatial multiplexing, with the 3 bits are 2 transmit antennas and 6 bits and 6 bits for the 6 bits for 4 transmit antennas. So here if the TPMI, that is transmit precoding matrix indication, indicates a precoding matrix. So here this matrix is used for all the frequency resource allocation. So here the E node B may also decide to perform the transmit diversity and indicates the TPMI, indicates in the TPMI. So here for the open loop spatial multiplexing, so there is also the TPMI field contained in the DCI format 2A, so which indicates whether the transmit diversity is open loop spatial multiplexing, transmit diversity or open loop spatial multiplexing is used. So this is about the precoding matrix index, PMI and rank indication feedback. So is there any doubts, anybody? Everyone clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ?
Yes, sir.
So next we have uplink channel sounding, so that will continue in the next class. So I have posted one quiz in the assignment section. Please everyone go through it and finish it. So those who are not got vaccinated, please get vaccinated before coming to the online classes, sorry, offline classes.